Welcome to battle number 3 of the FnF Oreburgh Gate preseason draft league. This is going to be a battle between 2 Wooper, 2 Blooper, which is Lionhug's team, versus Draco Warriors, which is Fire Warrior 82's team. In this battle, we have Meryl with Z Any privilege and Charmeleon also with Z Any privilege. And this is going to be pretty interesting. I'm actually looking at Mudbray because it does look like Mudbray will be a really valuable Pokemon in this matchup. Right off the bat, Meryl can definitely threaten Mudbray, but Mudbray's stamina, along with its very, very nice bulk, is going to let it wall a lot of different attacks and hit back very hard with its Earthquakes. I also think that Servine could be an interesting Pokemon, but it will have trouble because Ponyta, Poniard, and even Sapsipper Meryl to an extent, if Meryl decides to run Sapsipper, can pose a big threat to it. Nidoqueen with its nice coverage and its good hustle ability could be good. A lot of the Pokemon actually on Draco Warriors look like they're very good. On Lionhug's team, it looks like there's a mix of Pokemon. I feel like Draco Warriors generally has tanky attackers that could hit pretty hard. On Lionhug's team, it looks like there's some attackers that are tanky, some defenders, some frail attackers and disruptors, such as Riolu. So this is going to be like a little bit, I guess I could see the mechanism behind how Draco Warriors plays, and I'm curious to see how 2 Wooper, 2 Blooper plays, because there's so many different pieces in this team that have different functions. So it's going to be exciting to see how those functions are utilized versus Draco Warriors. And we can just go right into it. Let's do this. This is a replay. It's not live. And the battle has begun. We're going to start with Pika-Blue, the Meryl, versus Colts, the... wow, I forgot its name. The Mudbray. Vibe Check, the Vibrava comes in. I'm curious as to why. I guess Vibe Check came in to come in on an Earthquake, but away goes Mudbray. Assuming it doesn't have any moves for Vibrava, and Vibrava is just going to go ahead and defog, get rid of those rocks, and now we have Vibe Check versus Chowder on turn 3. A U-turn is going to hit, doesn't deal that much damage, and in comes Embo the Riolu. Chowder can hit pretty hard. An Ice Punch is going to hit decently hard, doing 41%. That's some good damage. And now Lionhugs does know that Vibrava is in danger versus Munchlax. Embo's going to go ahead and go for a Sword Stance. Nice little power up there. Risky one versus that Munchlax. But a Fire Punch is going to take down Embo, and that's the first Pokemon to go down in this battle. Torch is a pretty strong Pokemon. It has decent stats. Swift Wind, the Ponyta, is going to come in to face Fire-type versus Fire-type, and Wave the Wartortle comes out. Wartortle is pretty bulky. High horsepower is only going to do 15%, a testament to that bulkiness. And in comes Pika-Blue the Meryl. Scald's not going to do much versus Meryl. Will it burn? It seems like there's no burn. Servine comes in, Smugleaf the Servine. And Meryl's going to go for the knockoff, removing that Eviolite. Smugleaf is going to Leaf Storm, but Meryl has Sapsipper, and that allows Meryl to increase its attack and go for an Ice Punch, which does big damage, 52% versus Smugleaf. Interesting, I wasn't expecting to see Sapsipper Meryl, but versus Servine, that works very well. Ice Punch is going to take down Smugleaf. That increased attack and that Eviolite being knocked off really helped Meryl. And now the score is 5-5. Nidorina can do big damage if it's the next Pokemon to come in with poison attacks. Munchlax is actually the Pokemon to come in. Chowder the Munchlax. And a Play Rough does 31%, not that much damage. Munchlax is going to go for a Thunder Punch, doing 46%, bringing Pika-Blue down to 39. That toxic damage is adding up, though. Meryl decides to switch out into Vibe Check to take that next Thunder Punch. Is it a Thunder Punch? Nope, Chowder is going to go for a Curse instead. And with a U-turn, Vibe Check is going to escape that possible Ice Punch and bring in Poniard, Guillotine 2020. And the Ice Punch is not going to do a lot of damage. I'm assuming we'll see a knockoff here. Mudbray, Colts the Mudbray is going to come in, and that knockoff critical hit does 51%, knocking off that Eviolite. With that Eviolite gone, it's as if the defense was the same. Sucker Punch is going to do 26%, once again activating Stamina, but Colts is probably going to go for an Earthquake now. Indeed it does, taking down Guillotine 2020, the Poniard. Score is now 4-5, with Colts having a nice little 2 times defense boost with Stamina. Vibe Check, the Vibrava comes in. And Munchlax comes in to take what I'm assuming is going to be an Earthquake. No, a Draco Meteor actually. Does 19%, not a lot considering Munchlax has very nice special defense. And that U-turn is going to allow Vibe Check the Vibrava to switch out into Clefairy, Glimmer the Clefairy. And once again we see that Ice Punch going for the Vibrava. Charmeleon is going to come in, Torch the Charmeleon, and Clefairy is going to go for a Calm Mind. Clefairy might not have a move for Charmeleon. Ooh, it looks like Iron Tail, sorry. Does some pretty big damage to Clefairy. Thunder Wave is going to paralyze Torch though, some good utility coming out of Glimmer. And another Iron Tail is going to take down Glimmer. Down goes Glimmer. In comes Swift Wind the Ponyta. High horsepower, a super effective hit, does extreme damage to Torch, taking it down in one shot. That was pretty surprising. I guess Torch wasn't holding an Eviolite. Chowder the Munchlax is going to come in to meet Swift Wind, but Swift Wind can do some big damage. Flame Charge is going to increase its speed, but not take down Chowder. This is kind of dangerous for Swift Wind. And Chowder actually goes for the rest. In comes Wartortle now to take whatever Swiftwind has to throw. Looks like it's a high horsepower again, 15% damage. Not a lot done there. Another high horsepower. Looks like Swiftwind is going to accept its fate of being hit by a water move. And indeed, Scald is what hits, dealing 47%. This must not be an invested Wartortle. And Morning Sun is going to allow Ponyta to recover up. Ponyta is just gonna continue to Morning Sun. And Wartortle's Haze is going to remove that Flame Charge boost. Not sure if it's really significant right now, though. High horsepower does 14%, but Ponyta is risking bringing Wave the Wartortle into Torrent range. Once it's in Torrent range, those Scalds will actually do more than 50% to Ponyta. Meanwhile, Scald is still doing a little less than half HP each turn. Meryl's going to be the one to switch into this next Scald. But it looks like Nidorina comes out. Princess the Nidorina. And a Poison Jab will take down Peekaboo the Marill. It looks like Vibrava could probably come in and go for some Earthquakes. Earthquake will hit pretty much everything really hard. This could be the reversal for Lion Hugs. Munchlax is going to come in, a Sleeping Munchlax. And Vibrava indeed is going to go for the Earthquake. It only does 24% though. Munchlax not really easily taken down. But Ponyta is going to come into Morning Sun yet again, most likely, while Munchlax is still sleeping. And Mudbray is the one to come out next. But Ponyta actually goes for a Flame Charge and not a Morning Sun, which is actually surprising to me. And we have Wave the Wartortle coming in. Swiftwind once again going for that Morning Sun. Swiftwind's stuck in a situation of activating that Torrent, and now that high horsepower hit, Torrent may very well be activated. It indeed is, and takes down Swiftwind in with that powered up Scald. It is all up to Vibrava now, and Earthquake. It will be very hard to break past Munchlax, especially considering it has Ice Punch. And speaking of Munchlax, in it comes, taking that Draco Meteor, which only does 19%. Vibecheck is going to have to pray that Earthquake can take down Munchlax. Munchlax is brought to 18%. But Munchlax is still asleep, actually, so Earthquake will be enough to take it down. But Nidorina comes in to take that Earthquake. That might be a fatal one for Nidorina. It actually isn't. It only does 43%, surprisingly. Eviolite just makes everything bulky, but Vibecheck might be bulky itself. Does Nidorina have an Ice move? Stomping Tantrum's not going to work because of that Levitate. And Vibecheck goes for the Earthquake, taking down Nidorina. There are 2 more Pokemon left on Draco Warriors, and Vibrava is the last one standing onto Wooper to Blooper. Can an Earthquake take down Wave? Looks like it brings Wave down to 9%. If Wave has Ice Beam, this could be the game. There's no Ice Beam though. A Zen Headbutt's going to hit, doing only 21% damage. Earthquake takes down Wave. The last Pokemon to come out is going to be Munchlax. Chowder the Munchlax comes out. It is still sleeping. And an Earthquake takes down Chowder. Vibrava manages to reversal the situation, and Lion Hugs narrowly gets a defeat. It's a 1-0 victory for 2 Wooper to Blooper over Draco Warriors, which is Fire Warrior 82's team. Good battle, very close one. Vibrava definitely showing some promise with its nice typing and ability. And wow, what a game. That was pretty intense. It looked like Lion Hugs was struggling to get control in the beginning, but with Vibrava as a late game sweeper, it actually worked out for them. So yeah, very good battle, and tune in for some more week 1 battles of the Oreburgh Gate Draft League. Hope to see you there.